country slow. We want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah. Hey, bo, we want for no. We want for no. Wetin make we country they go slow. Wetin make it all they grow. Yes, so.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Inside Parliament, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. You the same way so listen to it on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl and self you watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube. You can send your message to the number on 077 981 981 for be part of the program. The program you listen to on Inside Parliament. The program is still a listen to now Inside Parliament, where they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Well, today inside the program, we dey discuss issues where they around the Makeni riot incident, where plenty people don't raise concern, but and civil society organization don't pull a report concerning this issue, and members of parliament themselves raise concern about this. Where we get for talk about inside the program. You can be part of the program by way how we go send you message to the number on 077 981 981 for be part of the program. Or you can listen to me on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl or you watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. The program is still a listen to now Inside Parliament. We will take the first issue inside the program. The Deputy Minister of Finance 1, Dr. Patricia Lavali, say Salone don't sign $1 million grant agreement with the African Development Bank for help boost economic investments in the country. Dr. Patricia Lavali talked this where he relate the agreements and parliament between Salone and the African Development Bank and the African Development Fund, where go facilitate transition support and promote investment between Salone and other countries. Well, I will be part of this and put the reports together.
Mr. Speaker, honourable members, be it resolved that this Honourable House ratifies the following agreement, which was laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 6th August 2020. Project Implementation Agreement between the Republic of Sierra Leone and the African Development Bank and the African Development Fund as administrators of the Transition Support Facility for the support to investment promotion agencies in transition countries.
Voice of the Deputy Minister of Finance 1, Dr. Patricia Lavali, belay the agreements between Salone and the African Development Bank and the African Development Fund. But within this agreement, they bought.
This new project that would become effective in September of this year. It's been piloted in Gambia and in Liberia. $1 million. It is a grant, 100% grant. What this project is intended to do is to also provide support. The executing agency would be within the Ministry of Trade, SLIPA, but then in partnership with the National Investment Board, so that we can attract more foreign investors to Sierra Leone in our key sectors: tourism, agriculture, of course, mining. So we're working on improving the investment climate in the country that we can create jobs, not in government, but in the private sector.
After the minister bid this agreement, Honorable Aaron Kouma of constituency 048 at Tonkolili district raised concern about the international consulting firm when them project here key targets.
When you look into the institutional arrangement of the project, it says that 4.0.1, it says the fund shall recruit a reputable international consulting firm. I'm sure if we are restricting this one to just international reputable consulting firm, it debars reputable local consultants to compete. And I'm sure this is not good for local economic growth. And Mr. Speaker, more unfortunately is the allocation, the amount that is allocated on the consultancy. Virtually of the $1 million, the amount is about, when you look at the disbursement schedule, that's the allocation of the grant, is about $1.113 million. And it will interest to know that over $1 million of that $1,113,000 will go to consultancy And I'm sure going forward, I'm suggesting to the ministry that once they are negotiating, let them know that there are local laws which they must take into consideration.
But with this concern, where Honorable Aaron Kouma raised, make the Speaker self-being supports.
I would want to take this opportunity to encourage our own reputable local consulting firms to upgrade their performance and their status to the level of being recognized as international consulting firms, so that they can participate in bidding for such contracts. It's very, very important. Otherwise, we'll end up losing a great deal of money that could easily have stayed onshore.
Honorable Matthew Sanyuma, now the leader of government business na parliament, may explain why this agreement can target international consulting firm them.
This has to do with three countries, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Gambia. So sometimes we would like to set the international platform to have somebody who can work. But what they are saying, even in Gambia, it applies for Sierra Leone. The Gambians will not apply to have a consultant for which is Gambia. They have to go for international consulting firm. So there is a part of local content in this business. Agreement is not controversial. I think it's very clear. If you look at the Schedule 1 project description, gives a detailed account of what they are going to do. It's about investment. We want to do an investment. They have to do with Ministry of Trade. SLIPA is going to be involved. How do we give confidence to our investors? How do we maintain the investors we have? How do we talk about foreign direct investment in our country? How do we woo them to come to invest in this country?
After the debate for Member of Parliament, them may later agree for this agreement and turn into law. For Radio Democracy, Princess Piasley reports. The program is still a listen to Inside Parliament, where they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Like as I've been said, today inside the program, where they discuss issue we get for the Makeni incident. We society Member of Parliament, them, there is concern for this, and also the Public Relations Officer for the Bombali District, where same so na Member of Parliament. And when the Deputy Whip for the All People's Congress Party na Parliament, Honorable Catherine Zainab Tarawali, don't ask government for investigate the Makeni riot quick one for make them know wetin kill them people them inside this riot. Well, Musa S. Camera gets more and go put these reports together. This being same, serious
Kuskas Bimbina Makeni for Seka one standby generator, who say some people been lost in life. Na for Seka this make President Bio been send special team way inside there. Na the Minister of Political Affairs, Special Advisor to President, Deputy Chair for the APC party na Parliament and other one them. But first you go ask now, what in have been the role? Ambassador Fode Yumkela na been the leader for the delegation.
The message was quite clear. One, as father of the nation, he realized something like that they happen any part of the country, where if it result in the loss of lives, you understand, immediately he sends he is deeply saddened and that he regrets and disappointed as to the outcome of what happened in Makeni. Number two, that he immediately they put together a team and a body where they go look into every aspect and every facet of what happened will lead to this and the circumstances and the way they handle it. Number three, since there was loss of life, it is sent in we for go sort of expressing condolences to the bereaved families. So those are the three issues.
The All Political Parties Association Northern Region, na the body where the different political parties them gets na the north, but why then concern. Capri Toronka, na the Northern Region chairman for APA.
Say all political parties they concerned about the issue we take place in Makeni, and most of the one that we get affected, they are all members from different various parties. Don't set up one plan so that we're going to talk to the youths and also talk to the parents that will get affected. Yesterday, if I can tell in the evening, we don't visit homes of people that were then lost, then picking them during the riot. We will continue today by 4 o'clock also for visit other homes.
As the team been the present waiting them fair not to President Bio na state house. MP them from Bombali been they move one motion na parliament who said them call on government for get independent committee we go look inside the issue them we happen na Makeni for Seka the standby generator. Honorable Dr. Mahmoud Kaloko of constituency 32 now the person we move the motion on behalf of MP them from Bombali.
We the members of Parliament representing the people of Bambali district hereby request this honorable house to institute investigation on the violent siege on Makeni City and the alleged use of excessive and disproportionate lethal force by security personnel against unarmed and defenseless protesters that resulted in the loss of lives, several bullet injuries, and arrest of innocent citizens.
But waiting make the MPR move this motion after this meeting where them be don't get with state hosts. Honorable Zainab Catherine Tarwali, now the public relations officer for Bombali MP them.
Government send delegation, yes, we not go deny. And the position of the Bombali MPs, they're very clear. Now 3 things to the central government. One, from the Saturday, where then take brothers them go now Freetown to the pathologist for men and go do a post-mortem to get results of 14 kill with brothers them. Up to this moment where they talk to me people them na Sierra Leone will not get a result. We want a result of the death of our brothers, that is one, and make the result they follow a befitting burial. We tell them for say initially they arrest 51 of our brothers them and sisters them. Police check them go na Freetown. And after they talk to you up to this moment, we don't know the position of our brothers them. May they investigate to brothers them. Anyone pan they will find guilty, fine. May they send on a court, the court of law day. We self go send representatives them for representing at the court of law. But you know go keep somebody after all one I don't shed blood, you go keep somebody unwantedly.
Honorable Catherine Tarawali say, even though they get peace na the tongue, but say they still worry because of rumor where they meet them say some part the people them where they all they die in a custody.
Makeni is peaceful. The only thing we they cry for we brothers then. And the only thing we can add to the cry now on Saturday, where we get the news of the death of our brother Alusain Sisi. Alusain, now an SSC student where they attend at the Benevolent Islamic Secondary School, na Makeni. Now class he come out because they take class for prepare them for the WASC exams. Come fire am na in neck and in soldier, fire am na the 8. Alusain, we they cry for you till we meet you. Alusain, we, the daughters and sons of Bombali districts, they cry for you, and we go ever remain for member you and the other 5 others.
Forgive civic bearing to the one that we lost in life. Free the one them we not concerned pan the riots, we didn't on a CID. Now some pan the recommendation them from the community people and Makeni to government. We make a turn to Ambassador Fudeyum Kela again. For no how far government don't go with their recommendation since we then present the report to President.
His Excellency is very, very top of this situation. That body has already been set up. A week or so, or 10 days. They should have come up with something. Well, Rebecca can't because the other one was the question of the funeral, the civic funeral. Well, that day we make it quite clear that was beyond me for make we come up with any position of that. Because we are now under an emergency situation because of the pandemic. Those that are arrested. Yes, in fact, when I was there in Makeni before coming back, we already don't make moves in Freetown. That make them do quick investigation. Those who are found wanting, then may then continue the investigation.
So would that facilitate this process?
Definitely the office of the Vice President, not saying in the chairman of the Police Council. So definitely with the IG, they are already speeding.
Wara Seri Kamal. Now one pan the lawyer them, where they represent the accused them, where they now the CID for sake of the Makeni riots, a give status of in clients them, how then they do now the criminal investigations department.
As far as an update on the status, I just want to make una know say today the 51 people that were detained from Makeni last Saturday, they still the CID, they're not charged there yet, they're not released any of them. This include 12 juveniles, very young people between the ages of 14 and 17. We they work with the police for try to get them released. So far, I'm not happy yet. We hope say that then go release them in the next day. Otherwise, I think at this point we go force for take further legal action for try for get get them released. Already, as I said, they don't hold them since last Saturday, today na the day 10. So that they far exceed within the Constitution allow the police for whole person, because it gets, say, within 72 hours in most offenses, and the offenses then as far as we can see, no rise to the level of a capital offense or a carry life imprisonment. We ain't go allow them for holding for 10 days. Otherwise, they don't release them within 72 hours.
As Ambassador Fode Yumkela say, government they work now for implement the recommendation them where they gather from the meeting at McKinney. People hope say this go be, especially for free the one them where police fair not say no concern pan the riot, but they now the criminal investigation department for over 10 days. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara.
The program is still a listen to Inside Parliament, where they can to live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You the same also listen to we on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. You can send your message to the number on 077981981 and self-call on that number there for ask you question and take part in the program. And you watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page. Well, concerning this McKinney riot incident, I get with me Thomas Babadi, when are the chairman, Consortium for Good Governance, Human Rights and Democracy. Well, idea for Kantok Bonwa report, we them pull together with other civil society organizations them concerning this incident. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, Princess. Good morning, all.
We see a report where una pull we concerning particular investigation una do concerning this issue na the McKinney. We say 6 people be end up die for sake this incident. Now we want for make you give a background to the McKinney story.
Yeah, the McKinney story is very, very simple. We get this stressful call, and when it happened, maybe things say, what call me colleagues say, things in a media hoax, you know. So it's not possible, it's not true. Because when you vote for any government, for peace, security, and good governance, not for trouble like this. And so, maybe because on WhatsApp, I've seen somewhere, another country that happened. But again, I've even seen McKinney and Clock Tower, and so this is true. So I call my colleagues them as a consortium, we meet, engage, and of course, we get for ask yourself now, see well, but by that time, one for left for go, Saturday, there was curfew. Sunday, there was curfew, so we were unable to go. So we gave up hangers together, and therefore gather resources on the UN, independently from with different organizations, like vehicle, provide fuel, you know, try for call McKinney, they see, also we can go for go get some 3-4 days, so we stay and with food. Now, only the fact that now we duty and we respect for do such kind of thing because in my violation, we want to know exactly what thing basically happened, why this kind of thing happen in the country, and why for the continue to happen. So, you know, we don't see different things that happen. I have to say this again, I will be on record. Those listening to me, or those on Facebook, Pakaba in the last 5 years will not ever see a military they come in for quiet or fall around. Tijan Kaba's last 5 years, from 2002 to 2007, even before 2002, where it declared was done 2001, there was nothing like this happening. Now the police they go for coil and foil out. When they hand over the security apparatus to SLP, UN go, will not ever get the military coming in for come interfere into civilian matters because the military they are trained to kill. The police is trained to instruct and enforce the law. But again, we see what's basically happened. We go. We meet with stakeholders then. One point of call, first of all, was the mayor of the municipality of McKinney, Sim Kari, her worship. We discussed with them, we talked to them. What did she tell us? We get to meet with them 1 hour, ask a series of questions. Did you have meeting? What was agenda? Where is the minute? What do you discuss with the people that came? Who did you discuss with? So he said the Minister of Energy sent a team from the ministry for a request for 1.65 megawatt generator. It will be transferred to Lungi for the airport in opening, which they welcomed wholeheartedly at the Kotunau Mayor Sumkari. They welcomed the idea because McKinney gets 11 months uninterrupted energy supply. They get one standby generator, two standby generators, one a big one, one a small one. Even 1.6 mm, 500 megawatts, not do for you building. That's the reality. But 1.65, it really power Makeni to some point. But Bumuna, now they give them energy every day and every hour. Now what happened? They accept. So they say, let them bring a document, come an agreement, we all go sign. From there they can get back to the Makeni resident. For telling say, they can take what also for the next 2 or 3 months, they will bring and come back. Mio Simkari fell ill, was diagnosed of COVID-19. The brain can 34. She was ill. In fact, even in a sick bed, it gets stressful call from the minister. So she told us that the minister called and say, they want the generator. Say yes, when I go and talk to the one in there, and as soon as it happen, the last day now, it don't come out now. It come. First 3 days now. Wait for go report for work. And the minister call and say, if you not allow me for cutting the machine, will take them in whatever means. That was Mio Simkari talking. What will come tongue, we revert to the minister for getting inside of the story, unable. Deputy minister, unable at all. The parliament secretary, they not be available at all. Now, what happened? In Makeni, we talked to the district council chairman, we are part of the stakeholders. Shanghai Kuruma, the mayor, the district council chairman for Bombali. We discussed with them. He expressed dismay. He said, but this thing we don't start, we don't agree, accept. It's just a matter of sending the agreement and let them call. So, in other words, there was some level of distrust. We go to the paramount chief. We got the chief done. We get seat at the council, of course, according to LJ 2004. The paramount chief in that locality forget his seat. Freetown not get paramount chief, but not get paramount chief. But in the provinces, the paramount chiefs them outside the council, they forget seat in the council. So we talk to them. We also left. We go to the AIG Alpha. We discuss with them. Forget inside of the story. All with the AE, to be candid, they were all defending the institution. So we ask, please, let's bring forward or march forward any personnel we go for go foil or call this particular problem. For go move the position away. If they damage, let's see the damage will be custodian. If you're not fit on, we come on for can see them. If you're not police hospital, but you're not showing on. We ask series of questions. How did you manage? What happened? Where the weapons where the police they use for stone on a man them where they call. But we just see stick and stones. No cutlass, no gun, no pistol, no AK-47. We left come to the brigadier. We had the break on not take bags. We asked series of questions. A lieutenant colonel was there and a colonel was there. We asked series of questions. We asked for personnel who shall be damaged or get injured. All we see in a defense, everybody put up that if we be there in shoes, what do we don't do? You know, we see civilian they come and they sit down. Now, they use the law of proportionality, which force when the body use, will lead to this kind of thing for repel them, push them, or fire them. Which one of the option? So where this way they call them, how do you call this thing? Rules of engagement. We don't know, me security personnel. What is the rules of engagement? So I think the rules of engagement now, the third form now don't become the first one. When civilian attack you, you need to warn them, you need to shout at them, you need to fire up a direct firing. And we get videos to the effect. Where the CCTV camera, now the council pick up when somebody in military fatigue, that get me off. In military fatigue, the fire on site, shoot. Now, we left. We come to the hospital. I think they say the body and lady, see the corpse, they all be transferred to Freetown for autopsy test to Dr. Wiz. We were excited. We say, we'll come for can see the body them. But we talked to the one that were wound with a foul bullets. They get foreign. Well, the doctor say get foreign instrument and then body, foreign object. Sorry, and then body. That's the medical language. Fine, we accept that. What we do, talk to them, we console them, we encourage them, we tell them it's lost, let it just be impatient and we'll get well soon. And of course, people will come to their aid. Now, what happened next? We spoke to those people. We talked to a woman. We don't talk in Creole. Not we talk. So we get from Maitland and translate them for we. Now, with the nurse, what happened? The nurse will explain to me, to the woman, see, it is 7 miles away from McKinney. It can for cancel. When it come on the way, now it come into this thing. So it rush back for go, it gets bullets. 2 foot there. We talked to the other guy. Now the chairman of the entire base. He go for go telling colleagues and say, let them move away from this place. Say fire take place now President Kanu Wood around 90. Let them move off. So you don't move them off. You know if don't go. You know if don't go. 9 last left now. Therefore, lock the entire base for go. Instead of sustain the injury. But the police they know him very well. He's a popular person, a person non-violent. So accept them. We further get to the homes them where they see them pass don't die. Unless they don't die. So we go, indeed, we see the semblance of what happened. We get video, we get pictures and everything. Whosoever we spoke to, we have the videos, we have the pictures, we have the wordings. We get the age, the name, the occupation, everything. We go in the houses them. Now, we talk to the one the BE families them. Spoke to them. Not cry, them they cry. So you not big at all. Them they cry. Some man say, you not prepare for this kind of thing. In fact, you not get money say for carry out. Now the marketing people them and then come together for to give them money for the cook. And it was because people come to the village for come witness the boy. So they expend the money. And they not get money. The other one a teacher who go for buy top up for calling wife. Say come home. What happened? He just gets something neck. He was down. Conte. He's 28 years of age. You get to the other one way, like we did now, when they talk, the Saturday we talk to the district management committee and McKinney, the chairman any committee, we then call say this one with them being kind of tongue. Yesterday he don't die. We now a school boy. The other one way a bike rider. Other one the way now student also. This I don't know which school is this one, but it's in a port. So we did a lot of research. What we did again was to talk to the possibility in EDSA. Say, who started the the kind answer? He said, no, they don't care and they would only different from the so. This is the 500, 165. So we ask them some questions, they explain to we, basically, which as clearly happened. So he give me just some nice inputs in the way farm. We rush to the SAB office. We not far removed from the EDSA building where we can blame the youth them. See, they're not for them pale stones in there. The SAB office not getting nothing for do this. It's a political party. They're not getting nothing for do it. What happened? Taking the machine to somewhere else. The youth have no right to have done so. Yeah, but then pale stone into that building. It was not really good. Glasses damage. The water damage. But we see a senior person there with a lieutenant with some soldiers and police officers where they guard the building. We spoke to them, took videos, and then of course we also encourage and say let them keep the faith, And then of course we give a finally left now for also ensure say we further pay last respect to the B families them again, and then we tell them say we'll come back. That was it. So we try all way for talk with the resident minister. To call. Simon in phone off. In phone the ring in the peak. Well, they tell you say he's afraid for his life. He thinks they might attack him because they attack in party office. So that I think we understand with that. We're not give at all for if we engage Ababu. That's the name. That's the Minister of State Northeast. And so we don't come, we take the time for see the Minister of Energy. We take the time for see the Permanent Secretary. But to not avail at all. We go to bodily, we book. There was no way, no response, no calls. So we have to go ahead and put our report together. Now it's about action being taken. We invite political parties, The parliament, the party office them, with the parliament, there were 4, NGC, APC, C4C, and the CPP. Of course, I was online with the SPP Secretary General, Napoleon, the informer, and also WhatsApp the letter to them, like I so, like he promised you come. Promised will send them to the chairman will delegate somebody, APC, somebody come, NGC, then another 3 even come, the regional chairman first in the year, the C4C also they are present. Now, kudos to them. Now, we invite the Bombali caucus for come. We invited ONS, Salem Police, Minister of Defense, Human Rights Commission. But again, we got to follow up with the letter and this report and send them to them for actions to be taken speedily. One power recommendation that we won't give.
No, just quick one before we go to the recommendation. Now, with all of them things there, we say we wanna go to an investigation, we wanna conduct na the McKinney Day, and with waiting wanna come out with. So waiting be on a general observation, waiting una think say really cause the issues for make this kind of riots we make people lose their life and property them.
Trust, not between the central government and the local government. Distrust. Then they be well established that the Minister of Energy, yes, requested. The mayor accepted. But because trust not there, somebody say, by all means, they will take the generator. Secondly, people at McKinney think say, the one can take the generator, they can't take the not generator and can go and then we'll get generator again. That was it. So the youth them not be well informed, not be fair, and that lead to what thing happen so. But again, what happened so, now I totally condemn. And I condemn the police and the military, especially the military. The military we respect as an institution. We don't go. Way back in 99. I'm not facing the military for the campaign again. After the mistake campaign politics 92, 97. We then asked them out forcefully. They come again into national politics. It is dangerous for our country and for our democracy. We have really caution the military. We are going to sit with the Chief of Defense Staff. Let him understand this issue. That immensely, personally, they are well guarded. Take them back to banks. Military, everywhere you go around the country, now freedom. You use 200 kilometers, you will see Sujama with gun. What is happening? You see civilian military personnel guarding civil ministers. What is happening? What the prison? Everywhere. It's like that we like way AFRCBD. What is happening? Where are we going? Where are we heading to? The military don't perform, don't compose in such a way where we self-admired, where in fact we advocate on an Eskuma, we are telling that government don't preach attitude and behavior change to the military. They should preach to you and the other institutions of government. The military gonna, therefore, they're gonna kisma you. We see what they do, how they perform. A captain called Idrissa Kamara was on BBC, where they go capture Ismail and lift up the saloon flag. That's what we want to see. Not for kill we safe. Look the CDS now, America. See the president constitution and not the president. So you know what? The police again, I see them for them move away from state-centric to people-centric. You move away. Don't protect state actors. You protect the people. They own the state. Government comes and go. People remain. We've had NBIC in our own time. We had Pakaba. We had AFIC. We had Aneskuma. We now have Brigadier Bio, president. He will have to go. So you protect the state stays. So it's people-centric and not state-centric. Secondly, we findings very, very clear with regards to EGTC, which basically happened there. You see one who talked to the IG of police, the brigadier, and of course, we've talked also the district medical superintendent in the portion of we give you audience. It will be difficult for them to give audience anyway. That you know, forget to evolve into such kind of thing. That we accept Dandy. But again, we try for big and said, yeah, we are not medics. We don't know what happened to the opening day. They can explain on the unit. We'll tell you exactly what he find out. So we discuss with them. He tell me exactly what happened, and of course, he expects concerns them to be, And thirdly, I think say McKinney at the city of the northeast, and at the same time, now the seat of APC opposition that we give understand one day. And if such thing happen, how long will it take them and how big will it take them different at the moment. It's like before. When people are mourning democracy in Kenema. It's like before, when people deface the effigy of Ernest Kumah in Kenema. It takes, non-violent approach. Mahatma Gandhi say, non-violence is the first article of our faith. The first letter in my creed. In fact, even further for Assad say, non-violent and a religion. So when you approach such kind of thing, a simple discussion, engagement, constructive dialogue and engagement for people to take place effectively and get the machine off. But again, because of distrust, say, that can now give it because it's outline of the opposition. Secondly, we now get government. Lord go the power. If I let's use all other means, you go there at night.
Okay, but with this issue will happen, think say maybe not the way how the people in McKinney take the incidents, like because according to the minister, he say before they go there, they don't consult, they don't talk with different stakeholders, then they say we they come for this generator and we they can on a long for any other purpose. Now still now for the good of the nation. But maybe sometime now because of the reaction of the people things say cause all of these incidents will happen there?
No, it's not the people. The discussion, yes, they had the discussion. First of all. The minister don't talk. Then get discussion. The mayor accepted, yes, then get discussion. They had meeting. She fell ill, delegated responsibility. Go back. What was discussed is that we forget an agreement signed. So when I can't come, I can't come back at this time. After you recover, I don't get money for buying another one. Okay, 6 months instead of 3 months. 6 months. Once there's an agreement, they can fact that agreement later. There's nothing carved on rocks. Everything's subject to amendment. So what's happened now? Because the discussion was inconclusive, and caused all this problem. The inconclusive nature of this particular thing and caused problem. Because we don't discuss. I'll come back, princess. I didn't come back. So it was inconclusive. Come back and say, this is the decision. Now, this is the agreement. Please, let's have this. The mayor is begging, should not be able to come here, but the chairman is there, the paramount chief is there, the deputy mayor is there, deputy chairman is there, other stakeholders are here. Can we sign a seat? I need to know the mayor. Sign a seat. Give them, accept, consult them one time. By next tomorrow, will come for her. But you took along military personnel to go and take just generator. Can the police not do that? Can we stop using the military? If we continue to use the military, people are not going to be afraid of the military. If we continue to use the military, people will not be afraid of them. Like we were not afraid of them in 1996. When they dump on them, when they even fetched the military. A member of the Supreme State, NPIC, then fought with all political parties. The Mangwa, have been 23, they become a fast at the end of the day. The very day for election, people in the vote, the NPIC they pass. He's now president of the People's Area. People then block him in the church. These are things we know. We are not of age. I'm in law 6 now, in academy. I'm not voting high, but then block them. So what election? People said peace before election. Say no. One election for peace. After election, we'll go to get peace. Let the Kaki boys go. So let the military be careful. 97, people started at the military. So let them stop for use the military, please. You see civilian ministers having military personnel around them. Doing what? Civilians? Get the police to accord with security, bodyguards. You don't do that at all. The Minister of Defense, yes, should have. The VP, yes. The President, yes. But who are you to have a military personnel to guard you? And MP for that matter. You see ordinary civilians, and we're not to, even ministers. President not paying at all. But then get military personnel guarding them. not fit chai to the military. These are elites. Now we use the OSs them for the guard we. That's the military. So we love with demilitarize. In fact, we must say there is huge military and police presence in every state in Makeni. What is happening? Why? People just get to bury their loved ones. We have recommendations that we've made. We're going to follow them to the letter in the next 1 or 2 weeks.
Okay, we will come back to you for can talk on the recommendation then we come out from the report we do. The program is still a listen to Inside Parliament with the country live from the Society for Edu Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, still on the Makeni issue, we see Usai members of parliament them from the Bombali caucus, they self-bidores then concerning this issue. Where this make the All People's Congress member of parliament them inside one meet with journalists them at the well of parliament, don't call on government for hand over the body them of the people them will be dying at the Makeni riot so them family member them. Outside this call, according to the leader for the APC party in parliament, Honorable Chegno Majuba say, this are for me then go give them people here will die na the riots proper bearing. The member of parliament here make this call because they say, for me the riots happen, they know they get proper answer from government for the thing them, where the stakeholder them na Makeni don't they ask government for do. I be the part of this and put these reports together. This being time, serious kuskas been happening na Makeni tongue between young people and security force them. Outside the Ministry of Energy, we go take the reserve generator, where then a Makeni for go with amna Lunge. Outside the minister say, na for serve the Lunge airport, where we don't lock for long term because of the coronavirus. According to some plenty people them, then say this kuskas been happen because the people them not been get the right information from government, where we make plenty people be lost their life and property. From where this incident happen, different people them don't they call on government for hand over the dead body them to the family member them for make them go beg them. But because this not happen yet, this don't be concern to the All People's Congress member of parliament them. Where this make them be decide for work black, we name Makeni Lives Matter. Outside the All People's Congress member of parliament them, they ask for make government go hand over the body them to family member them. Where this made the leader for the APC party in parliament, Honorable Chegno Majuba say, now for make them people here go get proper burying.
We will continue for being law-abiding and peaceful citizens, but also as representatives of the people, with the support we colleagues them from Bombali district, for make them get access to the people that will died and corpses, so that they will get a befitting funeral, and then we'll get the corpses and go bury them. Nothing violent, nothing physical, but yes, we want to enjoy with freedom and continue to enjoy with human rights. As soon as I see me banner, they talk about Sierra Leonean lives matter. So each and every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of his status or who you find yourself, this is non-political. It will not be political. It is patriotic. It is Sierra Leonean, and it will remain Sierra Leonean. So we call on the authorities them, make them listen to the people and cry, and make sure say they help them. The best conclusion that we make sure say we all enjoy with right and freedom within the limits of the law. If you person die, you want for burial, but right that then give the opportunity for bury you person, because now you know how for burial. Some of them are traditional people then.
Where instead they talk for sake of this issue, the leader for the National Grand Coalition Party in Parliament, Honorable Kane Koleyum Kela, been there in support.
I have been consistent talking about excessive use of force. So for me being here, a number of things. Freedom of speech. Second, we therefore take a look into this issue of excessive force. I opposed it in 2016, 17, I oppose it even now. We therefore find other ways for deal with riots. Me believe, say, Nabi, this funeral now an opportunity for let we teach people then say, we can protect them when they exercise their right. For example, if their family I want to bury them people, me waiting me go gladly for see. Now for say police they protect them, guide them for go bury them people. Now that we don't see in other countries. Me don't then a protest in Europe and they give we protection who they work. No violence, no nothing. So me, yes, are they in solidarity? Every life matter. And not let too much police brutality anywhere. For say do ya, let we do something else. Also, even we would express protest, we can do them peacefully.
Because of this solidarity, where member of parliament them from the APC petition at parliament with the Makeni Lives Matter polo where they wear and serve them placard them, make the speaker, Dr. Chengno Abbas Bundu, been say, he go summon all the party leadership them na parliament for make them go talk about this issue.
I have seen,
Mr. Speaker, this is not done here.
I have seen, not in the world, honorable members to my left, I have seen you intended to convey a message. I have seen, I have heard, but not in the world. Put those placards away, please. Note, I will invite you and the leader of government business and the other leaders to my chambers.
The program is still listening to Inside Parliament with the country live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. I still get with me Thomas Babadi, when are the chairman Consortium for Good Governance, Human Rights and Democracy. Well, IDEA also talk about the report where the consortium together with other civil society organization them where them put together for sake this Makeni riot. Also, it be done the talk about waiting them fair not from the investigation where them do for sake this issue we been a Makeni. Well, concerning this issue, we see members of parliament them don't they is concerned, don't they come out, also them Prince Polo when Makeni Lives Matter and self-raise the issue in a parliament. Well, this don't make the speaker had already set up committee for make them go look into this issue apart from where government gets their own committee. We still look inside the issues there. What's I think about this?
It's a good step, very, very good step. We're interested, if possible, to be incorporated into that committee. Because we want an independent report like this one will come out. Let the facts come out. If we hide the truth will haunt we. If we hide the fact will haunt us. Like the fact haunted and the truth haunted us. For 10 uninterrupted years, we IF can say, let the truth be told. Because we refuse to say the truth. If she came, people say, no, go back. Let we learn for talk the truth. If we hide the truth, it's a problem. That's what we told one of the junior doctor. So you're afraid now because you're public official, you're people from government officials. But if we not get the truth, the facts now, so what do we do? How do we complain? How do we make reference? And so let the truth be told, let the truth come out. If we hide the fact, it's a problem. Now one person no go. You pick you born, you die. You pick no go university, you come out, we canon, they can fire. How do you think about that?
Now
let me think about people them concerns him. Now traditionally when somebody die, you forget me befitting funeral.
Okay, because now that's about as say now one
funeral.
Now one thing that way.
Not just what secondly I see you get 3 million loans with some back. What is that? People have suffered, they've injured. What doesn't happen? If we get the God for say, if we get the way without for Taliban or Osh, why not those people?
But from una findings, una notice that say the concern with the member of parliamentary say the body them, they not still hand over to the families.
They don't hand over two.
Out. Okay.
Hand over 2. Now be 6, 5 die as per the waiting the district medical representative we. See 5 die. You see 5 dead body. 11 people will get foreign instruments in their body. And later, when they send the one kind of tongue, we get bullet 9 aid. We na school picking, we become a study. Himself die. So it's 6. You don't send 2. What's up for the 4? Put them all together. Like what Dr. Yumkela say, give them security, let them go bury their loved ones. And finally, you compensate them. Because if government compensates, this thing will continue. Why not this be the last and the final shooting and killing? People are going to such kind of thing. We want to know what caused this problem. Is it the mayor or the minister? We have to call dogs by their names. If we don't do that, then we'll continue back the same thing. We will continue. It happened in Tombo. Just the Dakovac coordinator and go use word. Bam! People are going to the rampage. Come out from lockdown. We cannot say no. What happened? Boom! That's the Sierra way of life. What do you do? Now what happened? 6 lives lost in Tombo. We were there. Losal, The same thing. Lives gone. Where are these lives? They will come back. Coming to prison. Those small things will happen. People me not for prisoners from way small to now. You never see prison officer all gone. Prison officer all gone. Fire enforcement all gone. No. Who shot? Who pulled the triggers in the prison? Forget that one souls and go like that. Like that. So these are the things we're saying. Who pulled the trigger? Why you pull the trigger? Which force way you meet inside it? People they take gun inside prison. If you're going to prison, they search you. Search warrant for go into prison. Then they search you extensively before you go in. Who pulled the triggers in the cell? The report was out. We are not a partly trust. Not at all. Now coming to McKinney, who pulled the triggers? Is it the military or the police? We want to know why the military involvement. Why? Now McP, let me evoke. So these are the questions we have to ask ourselves. The struggle between central and local government. Indeed, there was a meeting held with stakeholders, but it was inconclusive. And so, when they say, give back the body them, let them give them a civic funeral. We was send a letter to the mayor, please accord them with a civic funeral. Let them respect them body then. That's a tradition, it's part of a tradition. And then get security for the day. Why if we go arrest somebody when they make t-shirt? All life matters. Keneman life matters. Kailaun life matters. Kono life matters. Future life matters. Does McLean life no matter? Why if we go old somebody when they do business, they print the shirt for make money, they pay in tax. Register, you meet the call, NRA, they pay. Then you go arrest them, say, you never do at all. In fact, I'm not come out now, so it's in public. When we spoke to one of the stakeholders, when you talk to one party personnel, you know, the way you talk like as if that is the worst crime McKinney people will ever commit. Why don't we go say now we don't get anything say they make 5,000 pulu, the guy the black, McKinney life matters, but if they attempt that one day, oh, why are you over suspicious? We spoke to him. I'm in public. But again, read our report in detail. You see our findings. Very thorough, very correct, upright.
Incredible as well.
Incredible as well. We want to make sure say people understand and get the facts at the end. So I see on social media, but I don't believe at all. See the CID boss or deputy director of CID for go arrest the mayor, the chairman, and others for being in camp for charging to court.
Because why I ask for the credibility? Because most people they wonder, because most reports we can come out, some man can raise concern about the credibility of the report. So this owner report, where owner do concerning this McKinney issues, credible.
Yeah, that the Minister of Energy went with security personnel provided by the IG of Police to execute the relocation of the machine without officially informing the stakeholders. That the Minister of Energy conveyed 1.67 megawatt standby generator and left the 500 kilowatt standby generator.
Yes, sir, but how did they, sir? Yes, sir.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello?
Yes, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, I dey get you.
Okay. We are the town this country now one getter. Then second again, for the city America, they talk about Cuba. Anybody know what in the go on at the country? Anybody know any sideway problem there? Anybody know? We not set a woman there and a sister who brought there. Anything would have made the report now the 98. Now they would have written 24 we man like me. But that man they don't say what they talk. They talk now too much, not so. Yeah, you know what I think. When you begin bad thing, tell us no, not do this.
The program is still listening to Inside Parliament, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Well, as we not get better time again inside the program, you go just one for tell some of the recommendations them where they inside this report.
Yeah, of course, the intervention of the military occasions serious violation of human rights. Security personnel deny severely injured victims the right to access medical facilities in good time. security personnel use unreasonable disproportionate force. That the military and police refuse to take responsibility for the lives lost and injured persons. That there is an apparent lack of professionalism resulting in the use of firearms in responding to the scuffle without taking into consideration the rules of engagement. That the medical superintendent, Northern Regional Makeni, Dr. Mohammed G. Sheku, confirmed to us that he received 5 corpses and 11 persons severely wounded as a result of gunshots on the very day of the protest. That one of the injured victims who was shot in the head died later while undergoing a surgical operation at the command operation in Freetown. That the majority of persons killed, injured, and arrested by security personnel, police and soldiers were mostly pupils, teachers, political leaders, commercial bike riders, tradesmen, and onlookers. That the corpses were conveyed to Freetown for autopsy unknowingly to their families. They don't know, say them picking, they finish in a mortuary. They want for bury and forget about the body one time because the expenditure. But when they go now, but they need Freetown. So, I mean, that 51 person arrested, all male, were conveyed and detained at the CID. They still did it. I don't know if they don't left them. But you are, they say, they don't left none yet. 8 of them go take back. 4 na treatment them. 6 go take was care. 4 they did and do the injection. Na Unimark. Now said we'll go visit them all. And then once I go again and CID headquarters for go see how they do. Then let them release the Beke and was student them. Let them go. Then go continue high magistrate court or high court na Makeni. It's simple. But if you refuse them bail now, Beke come, they don't sit at all. Waske can no sit. Then what are we talking? Those who have crimes to attend to, they will come and attend after the exams. I mean, it's a process. And then, of course, we recommend the following. That an independent, credible, judge-led investigation be instituted into this and bring out the facts. The minute if they involve, then they send no court martial. If the police involved, then they can go see the ID. And we also recommend that because of this still not systematic, in this scheme and widespread, from Lunsang to Tombo to prison, you don't can now, na Makeni, where else? For let's stop with the call on the ICC. Tango being a stranger to the ICC. In 2008, as an activist, that time I was still in my youth, I went to The Hague to witness Charles Taylor's trial and see how they handled Charles Taylor. They called and sent me for ICC. I also be fortunate for witness Slobodan Milosevic in trial. So I know what it means when we signatory to The Hague. So we call on them for, if possible, let them come in now. Okay. So that this thing stop. We can't believe a loss of lives of people. If we die, I will reserve. If the try strike, then we kill all. Alpha Uri, John Benjamin, John Karimu, Lerud Soya, and Eskuma, Pao Sore, Olugodi, they kill all. They will not contribute? No. These guys are one student, teacher, when they contribute to nation building. What happened? They've gone so soon. Okay. So we ask that, they expedite. We report, they be sent to IG, Chief of Defense Staff, ONS, the Minister of Political and Public Affairs, the President as Commander-in-Chief, for take the action now. And then we go right to the Parliamentary Committee, where you establish. For there, we also get a rep day for go witness, and of course, bring out more facts. Okay. Maybe we will not get enough facts.
So if you post one for access the copy,
yes, just send them to them. Then a phone now. Send them to them on WhatsApp. Of course, the media houses them. We get a press conference. We don't get a video documentary or bill on this issue. Okay. We go for send them out so that the world see.
Okay, well, plenty thank you, Jamie, at the program. Well, that's now Thomas Babadi, the chairman, Consortium for Good Governance, Human Rights and Democracy. Well, they talk about reports where they pull concerning the Makeni incident. Also, I talk about the investigation and waiting them for not and serving recommendation them where it don't make to government. Well, now this edition of the program Inside Parliament, go left for today. Plenty thank you to Franklin Pemabi. We make you watch we live now Radio Democracy Facebook page and self YouTube and self listen to on the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. And self thank you to DJ Sugarcane for in technical support. Well, so till we meet again next week Saturday. May don't be you producer and presenter Princess Spears. Don't forget for tuning every Saturday 11 a.m. for listening to the program Inside Parliament. So till we meet again and say tata.
Stay tuned to Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Many thanks to Princess Spears for bringing the program Inside